So you want to design an Elden Ring boss. Well, put down that copy of Berserk. No, keep that, don't ever let it go. And let's start designing our very own Elden Ring boss. First thing you're going to want to do is think of a crazy name for your boss. Starting with an ailment or affliction, then adding an authoritative title is always a good start. Forgetful Duchess. Or you could try a name that's hauntingly ambiguous with a gross adjective that includes a location or existential concept. The dream of Mold's ambitions. Right. Now we need to design our boss. Let's take a standard humanoid body, glance at Berserk, but don't open it. Then we choose a size for our boss. Anywhere from human to cosmically oppressive dimensions should suit, but ideally the rule of thumb is the smaller they are, the more fuckery they cause. So we've got a slightly giant-sized humanoid figure. That's great. Okay, on to the next step. What do they look like? Well, you either find the balance between Junji Ito and Lord of the Rings, or you get a picture of an old actor, then put armor on them and some sort of sickness. Like this. Okay, now pick one unique thing for each of these categories. Now, add about 10 to 15 of the first thing to your boss. It doesn't matter where. They'll just assume it's lore-based or whatever. Next, either have the weapon dual-wielded, transform, or stuck into your boss somewhere. Let's put ours here. Now, an element. Let's look at some of the classic elements from other FromSoft games. Fire, ice, magic, poison, dragon, anxiety, meat sweats, passive aggression, lactose intolerance. So let's give one of these to our boss. This is the extra damage they'll do to players, so they have to respec their clothes or build. Excellent. Now we just need to look at the official FromSoft scale of going completely ape bananas. Because depending on where in the game the players are, or should be, and what level they are, will help us decide just how nail-bitingly ape our boss will go in their second phase. We'll talk more about that in a moment, but for now, let's look at this scale. So let's put our boss right here. Great. So that means our boss is going to have a few pretty intense moves. Essentially, that means that for every one level the player has, our boss needs a move where they fully rotate 360 degrees that same amount. So, we'd need 112 rotations in one move if that's the level of our player. If your boss isn't looking like a 4K medieval rendition of Crash Bandicoot in a full plate mail, then honey, you ain't doing Elden Ring design right. And that's it. You've just made your own Elden Ring boss. If you're lucky, you'll be the grief talk of the town, and maybe Vardy will make a 20-minute vid on your boss and why someone's brother's nightmare is actually the true body of your boss after the secret actions of another one, or whatever. Anyway, I'll see you later, and great designing.